Hi souls, welcome to my channel where hobby's gonna die. Today we are going to be discussing a poetry collection called Coming Home by Craig Randall. It is part of an ongoing collection of poetry all revolving around Craig Randall's journey through healing and hopefully inspiring everyone else who reads the poetry to go through your own healing journey. I think so, at least. I definitely both root for Randall going through his own healing journey while also being inspired myself to go through my own healing journey. This particular collection is as it sounds based on the title, though not as literal as it sounds. Home is where the heart is, and this collection is the journey of learning the meaning of that sentiment. I gave this collection 4.5 stars. It really does feel like Craig Randall is taking you on this road trip of learning the meaning of home, not just as a physical place, but as a sense of belonging within. This collection is both short form and longer form poetry with interludes of an even longer poem broken up into parts that seamlessly guides us from one phase to the next of this journey. It goes through the emotions of sadness in the beginning to acceptance there in the middle, and learning the truth of home, and then ultimately the realization of what home truly means. So a little backstory, which you'll read the backstory if you do read this collection. There is a backstory in the beginning of this that kind of makes you understand more about the poetry and what the journey that Randall is going through, but he's moving and uplifting your life from one place that you considered home to moving to the next. Really does kind of shake you up if you've ever moved before and you're really big with like routines and everything else. You don't necessarily get settled into a home until you move into the home for a few weeks or months or years and finally settle in and finally consider this home. This is that journey both of that physically, but also realizing that, like I said, home is where the heart is. So you have to, come to terms with yourself. And when you do come to terms with yourself and making yourself the home, any place that you upend into will become home for you. I guess is what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to explain. Craig Randall explains it a lot better than I do. So just read his introduction into the poetry collection. As I said, this collection really resonates with me, and there is a lot of good poems in here. I've mentioned before that I'm more particular about poetry. I like rhyming poetry a lot more. Craig Randall doesn't do a whole lot of rhyming poetry. He does it occasionally, but not all the time, which is fine because the feeling and the meaning and everything else in the poetry is what resonates with me regardless of that lyricism that I'm always looking for not being there. But one in particular I thought was really cleverly done, which was retracing your steps. I won't tell you about it. I'll just say that this is one that you definitely want to reread and realize what he's doing in this poem. It's very cleverly done once I realized what he was doing, because I was very confused there in the beginning. It's like, what is going on here? And then at the end it kind of clicked between that and looking at the title and going, oh, and then rereading it the way it's supposed to be read. It is being published today. This is when this is coming out too, so I will be linking down below the Amazon link to his poetry collection, but you should definitely check out all of his other poetry collections. It all encompasses his healing journey, which I feel like will be helpful for a lot of people. It deals with depression and anxiety and coming to terms with yourself. A lot of inner conflicts that you slowly kind of work yourself through healing and stuff. That's what all these collections are. He also has a book series that's an eldritch horror. It's not complete yet. I don't think it is. If I remember correctly, it's not. The main character has like crippling anxiety and everything else, and yet he's being thrust into this hero role for this eldritch horror where he's basically the only one's gonna save the day. So he has to kind of like overcome his anxiety and his fear and everything else in order to save the day. So it's more than just an eldritch horror. Definitely go check out Craig Randall. Like I said, I'll link below Coming Home because it's being published today. And that's it. Nice short video. Give this video a like, subscribe for more content, and comment down below who your favorite poets are or poetry collections are. And if you're not a poet reader, then just show me your favorite emojis. Until next time, bye souls.